On a steep cliff stood a small house. The boy was swinging on a swing at an altitude of 10,000 meters. The temperature here was perennially below freezing. The boy and his father were ice merchants in this place. They would break the frozen ice blocks, carry them on their backs, and the boy would be strapped to his father's chest. Every day, they would deliver ice blocks to the townspeople using parachutes. However, each time, their hats would be blown off. Afterward, they would return home via a zip line, refill the water tank, and repeat the process. At night, the boy would look at the cup his mother had left in the cabinet. The man would comfort the boy. After dinner, the man would sit there, staring at his wife's cup, lost in thoughts of her, while the boy swung on the swing. After a while, the man took out 2 new hats. The next day, they went to deliver ice blocks to the people again. As expected, their hats flew off during the journey. When they got home, the man taught the boy how to glide. They also went to buy new hats. Day by day, they continued their routine, losing 2 hats each day. The man, looking at his wife's cup, felt as if he could see her. One day, the man discovered that the water hadn't turned into ice blocks, and the temperature had risen above 0. He scratched his head in confusion, thinking perhaps the thermometer was broken. Suddenly, an avalanche occurred on the snow-capped mountain above their heads, and their house was nearly crushed. The boy tried to grab the parachute but failed. It fell off the cliff. The man tightly held the boy as the ropes on the house were about to snap. The man looked at his wife's cup. The boy wanted to go back for the cup, but the house was on the verge of collapsing. The man looked around. The ropes were about to break. He decided to jump with the boy and take a chance. The boy buried his head in his father's chest, and the man jumped. Their hats flew off again. Suddenly, a figure caught them. It was the boy's mother. The family of 3 hugged tightly together. Below the cliff, in the forest, there was a mountain of hats. It turned out that the hats they lost every day had accumulated into a mountain at the bottom of the cliff. The father and son happened to land on the hats. The man felt the hats beneath him. They stared at the mountain of hats in front of them, relieved that they had been buying new hats every day. The man picked up the boy, and they were ready to start a new life. After they left, the hats that had flown off slowly landed on the mountain of hats,